been very much tale of CT sides here. It was exactly that way on Overpass as well, if you remember that incredible CT side that Heroic put up. The question is, will that be repeated here on Mirage? We have the flyover, which means we are about to jump in to this third deciding map between Heroic and Vitality. The winner will go on to verse OG for a legend spot at the major.
Quick one as well. Vitality looking to kick things off, catching cadiaN out. Just manages to fall in, goes for the knife. No, Apex will catch him off guard. sjuush now trying to chime in with a couple of kills, but in fact, Vitality just overwhelmed with the numbers.
Couldn't quite connect. The knife, unfortunately, doesn't go through. cadiaN's looking to fight here. Spinks a little bit out in the open, and Yabby, he's swung through. Looking on the Spinks there. It is on the fadeaway. 3 versus 3 now on the retake. Make it 3v2. Yabby's found another. Stan finds Dupree, and it's all over.
That's ridiculous. What a round to kick things off. Vitality just completely burst their way out towards B. Even catch cadiaN. cadiaN's just going for a knife in the back. A little bit of extra cash to bring the AWP out early. But as soon as this retake comes in, you can see him just getting all hyped. I mean, isolating the gunfights. What an incredible round.
cadiaN's imitating his position there, holding his knife up above his head. This is what I was going for. But yeah, it wasn't quite to be. Would have been something special. Either way, Yabby, this is a great push forward. Deals the Spinks on the fadeaway as well. Lovely tap on the ZywOo. Looks like we have a player disconnected from the server. 2 ZywOos on that scoreboard on the Vitality side. That's just a little bit too much. No one can handle 2 woos.
That's so unfortunate as well, because it looks like just as that retake's coming in, I think Magic's time's out. But because there's damage that's been done, he can't get involved in the retakes. All the players just fall. And Heroic, they just get it diffused. I mean, it's so unfortunate to see, because that round, it looked like it really had legs to it, especially because it was an even like kilter in terms of the player numbers.
Unfortunate way to kick things off. Just looking like validating those game files. It's an interesting way to hold your mouse there for sjuush. Trying to use the wireless.
It's been such a nice feature, just seeing all of the teams just during various stages of the series as well. It's been a nice touch. You get a lot of personality. You can see who is really jovial, who's bringing the team together. And cadiaN's always so animated. It's always fun to watch the Heroic cams.
Same with Apex, right? It's 2 very infamously known animated players. Apex having a chat with the ref. All good, all good. Keep warmed up is sjuush. That mouse hand ready? Oh, so it's Yabby. Who's faster? Look like Yabby was pretty quick at the end now. Look if you don't get friction burn.
Gotta find something to do. I mean, I just want to bring up some of these stats for Vitality on Mirage. Despite losing to Liquids, that one was triple overtime. But that one went the distance. Big scalps they took at Pro League. Fnatic, Na'Vi, Outsiders, G2. All left in their wake. And yesterday, against Mouse, that was a 16-8 scoreline as well.
We're not the only stream to be going 2-3 maps. Similar situation over on that A stream between Big and K23. I was off that double OT on Inferno as well. It's been a very popular map for the OTs here at the RMRs. They have Mirage as the second map, which Big have taken. So Dust 2 is the decider for those 2 teams.
Yeah, that's got a lot heavier of a weight for both of those teams. Because winner of that series between Big and K23 will go to Rio. They'll be there amongst these names such as Vitality and Heroic. Already had some major upsets here at the RMRs. G2, Astralis, not quite making it, but we've got some very nice storylines as well. We've got Gamer Legion. That roster wasn't even announced until they qualified for the RMR in the first place.
It's a pretty incredible storyline. Had some amazing ones here today. Or here at the event, and potentially some today. K23, what an upset for Big. What a storyline for that roster. Sangal going on against Mouse as well. That's another potential. And then Falcons Outsiders. That one could go either way, I feel, with what we've seen from both these teams so far.
Yeah, the one you just mentioned, Outsiders Falcons, that's really interesting to watch as well, because they've got quite similar map vetoes. Could definitely see a Vertigo come out there, potentially a Mirage. It's going to be very interesting to see how that one transpires. And that's a rematch. We saw that as well take place in EPL Conference, fighting for that Pro League spot. Falcons is a different roster, though. They look revitalized. They beat Heat, got revenge on them that time around as well. And I'll tell you what, that Sangao Maus game, that's interesting, because the way that Maus were the way that Sangao were performing, it was against the Luminar, but they show some very dangerous signs. And I feel like Maus, you can't underestimate them.
Absolutely. Soulfire looked good. Just entered his Steam Authenticator code. Unfortunately for him, so playing on K23.
Nice. Well, I think this one is taking a little bit longer than expected. So what we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is throw this to a very short break. When we come back, we'll bring you all the action that Mirage promises to deliver. We'll see you, hopefully, in just a few moments.
Stadtbild komm ich nicht weg, Kopf fragt, mach kein Pisstest, nein. Ich will nicht auf deiner Party gehen, nein. Engel und Teufel tanzen schwammsee. Von deinen Lippen tropft der Chardonnay. Ich küss ihn weg, bevor du schlafen gehst. Sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Faded auf den Wohnzimmerdeal. Baby, sag, wieso sind wir hier? Kann sein, dass wir den Boden verlieren. Wir heben ab morgens um 4. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg.
Into things here on the pistol round of Mirage. Tech issues all resolved. Gonna be jumping into this one. Heroic took the first on the pistol. It's gonna be Vitality forcing things back up into the follow-up.
Well, really good opener. Stown finds Dupree. So that's one way to open things up. Heroic got good control in towards middle as well. Vitality have invested in, placed down the bomb. So, got quite a lot of utility to work with. Currently gathering over towards a ramp. Smoke well timed in towards Palace as well. Blocks Magisk off temporarily. Allows sjuush to fight in towards ramp.
He's looking for it. Quite a few players in towards mid from Heroic. So if they come out through connector, they can do a lot of damage. Now Smoke's going to come through. I was in towards window, but cadiaN's not finding anything top mid. And they still haven't committed on the Vitality side. cadiaN keep on pushing. This is giving them so much info here. Down, getting ready. sjuush takes the first contact. Zywoo brought low, falls back. Good nade on the follow-up, does the damage. cadiaN has done damage on the Apex into the back lines. They are able to back off. sjuush is still fighting, just chipping away at them. Spinks limping. These fights going one by one. Rote coming out ahead. Magisk making his way out through Palace. He's the one with the full HP, but he's just got a deagle. Heroic starts to fall back. Good flashbangs to allow the cross to site. That bomb can at least get planted. There's no one in CT at the moment. sjuush getting forced forward. The retake commences. sjuush has found one. Starts to make his way through. It's down in T-spawn. It's found Apex, and Spinks is dealt with. Heroic on the force buy are able to do it against Vitality.
That's just off the back of having so much mid control. Even cadiaN pushing up. Doesn't even need to start the flank really, but the fact that he does just makes it more uncomfortable. Funnels Vitality up in towards ramp. That's why they're being chipped away at their HP bars. Really good control all over the map for Heroic, for Vitality. Getting the bomb down again. Reinvestment again. Limited utility, but they have the Galils at the very least.
Something to work with. Full rifles across the board for Heroic as well. Early posturing in mid. It's pretty here with Magisk, and Heroic are going to fall back. cadiaN is just jiggling that angle. Throws a flash out just to keep them on notice. No peek coming through to follow up. Couple players coming through underpass. cadiaN, we'll spot this in a moment. They can drop a nice little nade through there. Apex does manage to dodge the bulk of that, and the one he threw back did more onto cadiaN.
Yabby's got one as well. That's better. Softens up Spinks just a little bit. But more importantly, Vitality have control of middle. Spinks even be boosted up here silently in towards the window. No one's accounting for it right now for Heroic. They're not holding for it. Not that Vitality know that. They're just waiting. Taking the control. Slowly creeping their way forward. Could split on towards connector and A here. Spinks could be the threat in towards the window. That's now been accounted for. Yabby has stepped in. 3 players on A to try and deal with this attack.
Right, always seem to have the right reads here. Good damage onto Dupree. cadiaN trying to throw the utility. There's Yabby in window waiting. Spinks does spin but doesn't win the fight. Opener goes the way of Heroic, and you can see immediately Vitality starts to back up. They're looking towards short. Yabby just about gets away. Dupree, he's pushing up into ladder as well. Still here though in the back of sight, and the rotation from cadiaN has come through. 2 players on the defense, and look what they're doing. Vitality, they're going back. 20 seconds left. Calling it off. The round's over.
Zywoo just in towards ladder alongside Dupree. The most important piece of the puzzle there for Heroic surviving was that one incendiary thrown in by Tesses. Vitality could not move. They could not make inroads in towards short, which meant rotations could come back over. And then when Vitality think, okay, let's try and make our way back through connector, they couldn't do it. There was no time left on the clock. They did not feel comfortable in the read. Apex didn't know how many players really belonged on that A bomb site. It was just one, and it was Stown, and he's pushed all the way back in towards ramp. So difficult to try and clear. So these repositions for a Heroic, the well-timed utility, it's all amalgamated into their success.
sjuush misses the jump, gonna sit down instead, pulls his way back into connector. Waiting for a push. Vitality that's not coming at the moment. Tessa's jump peeking. Apex about to come around the corner. It's going to spot him. Tessa throws the smoke down. Oh, actually, HE in response doesn't quite connect. Now comes that smoke. Another one thrown out from Vitality as well. They're trying to fake out presence towards B while they push up into mid. Dupree leading the charge. cadiaN with the AWP here. He's holding the catwalk. Not coming along there. Going towards the lower B. It's down. It's close by here. This boost up. ZywOo looking for it. Can't quite connect. Now comes the boost. About to manage to dodge it. Down. Spamming through the smoke. Deals with ZywOo. Just going to aggress through though. Finds the trade. cadiaN close combat. Misses the AWP shot. Repositioning now. Magic's just trying to hound him down. Can't quite find the kill though. Yabby's here. The rest of the team side push through. Yabby getting nervous here. Apex through cadiaN. Misses another shot. And he's penned in. They've got him pecked. But Tessus is here to save the day. There's always someone to bail them out. Rotations coming through. Tessus doubles up. cadiaN eventually dealt with, but now Dupree is in a 1 versus 2.
Smoke to allow his escape momentarily. We'll take it towards the B bomb site. Heroic. They are now grouping. sjuush and Testes combining. It's a pack mentality. Something that's so strong on this Heroic side. Trying to get them over the line. Dupree. Where does he take this after plant? Has to be careful. Looking at short on the balcony. Takes it deep into his palms. Wants to fight in towards window. Catches Testes off guard, but I'm not sure if he's ready for sjuush.
2 HP gonna swing back out, and there's sjuush. Ready for him. Gonna run back and... Oh yeah, don't repeat those mistakes of Tabson's. Get that diffuse off. AK can be held over. No AWP at the very least. The retake does come through. That hold in towards mid. cadiaN stays alive for so long there. Might not get those kills, but the fact that it allows Tessus to then rotate and double up, that does everything.
It's really understated how much impact cadiaN has had in this game, just by his positioning alone. Yet to get a kill, similar to ZywOo, but he's won Heroic 2 rounds out of their 4. Just by staying alive, just by allowing his teammates to rotate in, have this information. Vitality, now back in with the AKs. No AWP can be afforded for ZywOo. But he's looking to try and take the fight out towards middle. Down and connector once again. It's a crunch towards mid with the flashes.
Lost utility not hitting the mark yet. Dupree looking like he wants to fight this. Not going to spot anybody. ZywOo falls back to collect that bomb, throws some utility. Smoke goes out. Actually avoiding that bomb. Down is pushing up though. Here comes the flashbang. Down ready for the fight. cadiaN's here as well in short. It's a run boost coming through. Doesn't quite hit the flick, but Down's here to deal with ZywOo. cadiaN hits the second as well. Apex looking for the response, can't connect. Gabby, he found the disc.
The smoke though, it's a one-way. Apex does find Tesses. Yabby can't connect any more bullets through the smoke, but look at sjuush. He's been pushing ramp this entire time, and he's going to find the bomb as well. You can hear Apex running through. Why is that? Apex needs to clear. Can't find. Suddenly Dupree. Whilst he's got the ground over towards B, it's all for a lost cause. Because he's got 40 seconds, he needs to try and find the bomb, with no money in the bank. Best he can do, hold on to the AK. It's a difficult round and pill to swallow for Vitality.
Even if Apex gets that bomb or even wins that duel, there's still cadiaN. He'd pushed all the way around in towards B apps, and Dupree was on the side itself, so the bomb would have had to have still gotten through to him. And potentially there was a gap in towards short, but either way, cadiaN could have disrupted everything regardless. So there's always someone there that could have run spoiler. A good round from Heroic. Gonna get their 5th on the board. 5 in a row now on the CT side.
Just so impressed by the reactions this entire time. The fact that you've got players pushing all the way through. You've got Stown top middle trying to contest. cadiaN finds the trade. So whilst that battle's going on towards middle, there's another one taking place on the extremity. Yabby's holding for that Palace push, which gets found out. That allows then sjuush to push all the way through spawn. Vitality blindsided. It's just this re-aggression that is constantly just this niggling factor for Vitality. They can't quite get over it. And that is why Heroic are continuing to build their momentum, pushing the tie further in their favor.
This one going to be tough as well. You can see it's that AK. It's been dropped over to ZywOo, in fact. Pre given a deagle to work with. One on Magix and Spinks as well, and a scout.
Mood in the camp a little dampened on the Vitality end of things. Remember, everyone's just looking at cadiaN, looking to him for the next play. Ball's being called in. Everyone's getting ready to go. For Heroic, 5 great rounds on this CT side so far. For Vitality, they have to try and make this scout work. Try and set the pistols up for success with a couple of tags, and ZywOo, maybe he could be the hero that Vitality desperately need in round number 6.
Not on the board yet, but this could be his opportunity. Contact in towards mid, down spamming, and he's going to get caught back by himself. 37 HP off the back of that engagement. Yabi here to fight. Nice run spot, going to see just there. Oh, there's Apex. That's that scout getting the opener onto Stown.
Control. Look at this though. Yabi's boosted up. Are they ready for it? ZywOo, it looks like he might be potentially holding for short, but maybe not. The boost steps in. Does find Yabi. Information, there's another player over towards B, close. But sjuush, he's here. And Spinks, oh, he's holding Palace. It's going to be a difficult one. Spinks back turned. Oh, not like this. Looks back around. I think he spotted out sjuush. Not quite. It's a standoff in towards Palace, but Vitality make their way over towards the B apartments. Instead, the spray's laboured. That's another AK. Look at Dupree. Finds Testes all in the midst of the chaos, and now cadiaN. It's now his objective to save this AWP. Hold that one over.
What a round from Vitality. Contact in towards mid, forces Stown off, and then Apex. With the scout finds the opener. ZywOo gets one with that AK, holding for that boost, peeks into it. You can see he's sitting a little bit out from chair, not tucked in. cadiaN just wants to hold on to it. That might even be denied. They're coming for him. They've got plenty of time to work with. Apex deals with him. Good round for Vitality. Get there first on the board on the T side.
Yeah, great job. Red's recovery. We've seen them get T rounds when it's so important. Cast your minds back to that Inferno Apartments pop that really stifled the momentum of Heroic on that CT side, allowed them to get into overtime. One round back, now the buy looks a little bit better. ZywOo on the AWP as well. Compare and contrast that to Heroics, it's just cadiaN with the sniper. One FAMAS, one M4, an SMG and a deagle. It doesn't look too good. It's a little bit bleak for Heroic. But we've seen these partial investments work out favorably for both sides in this series so far. Flashbang forward, cadiaN deals with ZywOo.
cadiaN taking head-to-head. Free's response is to take control in towards mid. Vitality are posturing towards A. That bomb is still in towards ramp, and Heroic should have a relative read on this. They pushed 2 players up in towards apartments, and they haven't spotted a thing. Rotations can now start to come over. Apex is taking space, and it is a passive hold from Heroic. 3 players, 2 in jungle, 1 making his way through CT. cadiaN with the AWP is holding Palace. And that push from sjuush, it's continuing.
Might not matter though. Vitality work their way out. Dupree could be caught off by Testes here. That's an important kill in mid. Deagle versus AK. Meanwhile, Vitality make inroads in towards A, and that's actually called the rotations. Dupree, just by being alive here, has moved another player over. Stown, that's a FAMAS. cadiaN can't quite get the peak. Here comes this flank though, all this time. It's just been whittled down. Look at sjuush in the back lines. Catches off Magisk, and now it's all on to Spinks. His position relatively unknown, but Yabi steps in with the MP9. What a hold, just by Vitality pausing there. They want to make sure all the smokes are lined up before they cross over the AWP, but the most potent threat was that ramp flank.
Yeah, man, down there, they were feeling a little bit nervous, but Heroic pushing the extremities. They will do this. They'll take that space. They had 3 players over towards B. That was the read that cadiaN had. He moved 3 of them over there. They boost 2 up, and they start to push. They get the information that no one is in apartments. Tessus goes down into lowers. sjuush pushes through all the way into T-spawn, and then the gig's up. They know exactly what's going on. It has to be the A bomb site. Dupree not finding that kill in mid also means that it's very one-dimensional. They're able to take all the fights, and then sjuush does all of the work. This time around, mid contact once again. cadiaN forced off after the initial engagement. Oh, it's a bit messy. He's down, running through, but Dupree is here with a double. Yabby gets one back in response, and he's looking for more, pushing all the way up, but there's nobody home. At the very least, that is information gathered.
Look at this push as well. Yabby's just going to keep on going. He's going to keep locking this in. He can just stay here. Vitality need to retake mid at some point. ZywOo holding for a peek, but if Yabby just tucks in, very difficult. He's heard the drop as well. Magisk, is he going to clear his angle? Around this corner. No, they line up. Yabby strikes both of them down. That's the bomb dropped as well. Heroic look pretty good here on the CT side of Mirage. Suddenly, very difficult for Vitality, but Spinks catches off cadiaN. All these individual gunfights happening all the way over. ZywOo trying to collect the bomb, can't quite do it. Tess says, let's deal with Spinks, and Yabby through the smoke finds ZywOo as well. Oh, Heroic. More mid control despite losing 2 players. Dupree does really good work on the entries. It's just not enough.
Yeah, what an entry from Dupree. It doubles up. But Yabby, the response is to immediately push. They lose that advantage, and he looks to take one back. Catches that timing. The patience is perfect. He could have kept pushing. He could have decided to try and just cut off the rotations. They're in the disadvantaged position. If you can catch them from behind, that's huge, but no. He sits tight, tucks in, doubles up, drops the smoke. ZywOo, it's so difficult. You can see he had to try 2 goes just to get that bomb. Yabby catches him through the smoke. Great round from Heroic. 4 in it for Yabby. 12 for 2. The young gun stepping up here. New addition to the roster. Really showing his worth.
Keeping ZywOo quiet again. But it is still with the AWP. Full gun round, steps in, not quite. That grenade does a little bit of damage. Now Stan has to be careful. Doesn't want to overstep, because ZywOo will punish him. That's the man you do not want to face on the server. But so far, yet to really warm in. Vitality have got good control of middle this time once again. Dupree, look at how far advanced he's pushed.
Sendry to flush him out. Forced off the angle. Information gathered as well. Tessa's doing this jump peek. Bit of a variant of the standard jump across. 3 Heroic players on the A side itself at the moment. Slowly does it for Vitality. They're taking control. Got connector. Just goes in towards Palace. He's going to start to activate. Sends a couple of shots towards cadiaN. ZywOo is also poking in towards B. Gets spotted. Does the leg though onto Tessus, but Tessus is still fighting. He's brought them both low, but what a wall bang. ZywOo deals with Tessus. The rotations are here from Heroic, but the bomb site is open. No one on the site itself. Down can just throw a flash through and fall back.
Clever from Vitality. Bringing all the attention over towards connector at A. Heroic, you see that they do move towards that position. Stan began to rotate over, and because Tesses is just jump peeking this entire time on the pixel, it just says to the team that no one's here at B. Real intention for Vitality is just to split all the way up short, aided by 1 entry. It's 1 kill that unravels the defense for Vitality, and that means that they will get consecutive rounds now. Good way back in.
I like the decision there. You've got Magisk up in towards Palace. All your controllers in mid. Get him just to poke out. Cause some chaos. Fire off a few shots. Stays alive. ZywOo then peeks in towards short. Comes up trumps on that kill. Tessus gives it a good shot. Hits both of them with the spray, but can't find the heads. As soon as he goes down, that's B prized open, and a second on the board for Vitality. Still quite the deficit to work with. And Heroic will still continue to fight. You can see plenty for them to work with. But signs of life here for Vitality on T sides, which have been a struggle for both squads.
Look at this, though. Look at the reaction. sjuush made the ladder jump. Tessa's about to step in mid. Completely prized out of Vitality's hands. Heroic take the fight for it. Win it successfully in a flawless manner. Even fighting potentially for underpass. Spinks being full blinded. That's going to force Magisk into an unfavorable gunfight, which he doesn't win against cadiaN. And Tess says, well, he's already on the flank. Good kill, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah, Spinks is dinked. Not much he can do here. Yabi is holding for him as well. Spinks is waiting to see if Yabi will walk into his crosshair. He has a bit of time to work with, but only so much, because sjuush is also at the other end of things. sjuush is going to be leading this charge. sjuush setting up a bit of utility, but not needed. Yabi is there for the kill and 8 for Heroic. They've won out the half already.
Really good reaction. Vitality, they were getting most leverage out of taking the mid control. Then they can really send their executes everywhere. But by locking off that area of the map, by fighting for the control early, Heroic now have the information, which means that cadiaN can then reshuffle his little pieces on this Mirage chessboard right into the perfect advantage. Vitality again, they have got another buy. Not the end of the world, but cadiaN gets punished. dupreeh, been good with his entries over towards middle, cracks open another one.
Missed flick shot is punished immediately. dupreeh trying his hardest here. Has to do with Yabi though. Oh, and that's perfect. sjuush's also found Apex. They're going to be making their way now towards B. Tessus, pressure on him. Molotov slows things down. Majestic's dealt with Yabi, but Tessus is still here, tucked in. Drop a smoke spot to stay alive, and sjuush is rotated over. Drops sjuush, and the bomb falls into the site. Magisk has nothing he can do because Tessus is here for another.
I want to cast your minds back to the last time these two teams faced each other. That was at the PGL Major Antwerp. And well, it was all on the line. One of them would have been going home to kick off that best of 3. It was Mirage. It was Heroic's map pick. They got 13 rounds on the CT side, and they're looking to replicate. Because history, well, in fact, it might repeat itself because they've already found 9.
Look at what Vitality are working with. They did manage to pull it around with this sort of buy previously, but sjuush doesn't want to let it happen. Can't quite find Spinks, but does get one, and Yabi is here to support the Magisk. He's in the fray. Deals with sjuush. Grenade after death does find Spinks. Magisk is still fighting, tapping in towards Tessus, doesn't connect. HE back. Vitality, a man down. The bomb going through apartments. Because look at this information. sjuush is gathered deep in towards Palace. Nobody home. Double set up here, but Apex too short. Misses the tag, and Yabi punishes. Swings out. Tessus drops the bomb. All now onto Magisk. In towards short. He's tapping on the board for Heroic. Double digits reached.
What a play from Yabi. What a performance he's having on the server so far, by the way. I think he's going 16-3. Incredible performance. Over 100 ADR. And all of Heroic, they're rising to the occasion with him. sjuush on 11. sjuush and Tesses on 7. Really well played. Look at this. In the first half, we're now entering into round number 13. Vitality, this is their 3rd timeout called in the game.
Want to get off to this good start. Their CT sides have looked potent. Double digits reached every single time on the CT side in this matchup for Heroic. Vitality is struggling to come up with an answer. Fights in towards mid, they go fast, they get punished. Towards B, Yabi, Tessus, always there. Once again mid. Yabi, gonna go for the jump, hits it, up on the elevated position, but he's fully blind, but Tessus is here to support. Finds the kill on towards Magisk. Yabi can get away.
Every time there's a gunfight, Heroic have got 2 players to contend with it. Even if one falls, the other will step in or bail out. It's exactly what happens here. Tesses with the opener. Vitality, they've got mid control, and sjuush now has to try and react. Grouping with Apex, trying to work their way forward. Bomb making its way towards A. So take a look at the minimap. Heroic, they're already here, and they're looking to push this extremity. If they go in towards ramp here, it's going to be a little bit weird because Vitality, or they're heading towards Palace at the same time.
Yes, gets difficult. sjuush continuing to push up. Apex he's juggling around with utility, and sjuush comes out with the win. Now sjuush is focusing back towards Palace. This HE, that's going to be deadly. That's a little short, but the incendiary to follow up slows down any path for ZywOo. Testis is holding in mid as well. Now ZywOo starts to swing out. Another incendiary, but he stands in it, gets the kill, but burns alive. dupreeh and Spinx, 2 versus 4, split up. Spinx in mid, dupreeh and Palace, bomb to be collected. Have to have perfect entries into the site. sjuush is holding dupreeh. And cadiaN is holding Spinx. dupreeh goes down to sjuush, and there's cadiaN on to Spinx. 11 on the board.
Back-to-back incendiaries forces ZywOo forward, keeps dupreeh back. So even if ZywOo had found that opener there, it would have all been really difficult to recover for Vitality. Utility perfect, and this push. sjuush catches off Apex. Juggling utility, Heroic know that the other players must be towards that Palace position. And Tess says just jiggling, just shimmying towards the top of connector, can drop a Molotov, and that means that Heroic can keep focusing over towards Palace. 11 rounds. AKs, could be a quicker one, could be a burst out towards Palace. Apex lining up that flash, looking for a quick explosion.
And no one here at the moment. cadiaN, he's going to come out as the utility rains through, and he hits that first shot. Trying to hit the second in the spam, and sjuush is here. Spinx deals with him. It's a good start to the round. Heroic looking to fight. ZywOo sitting on top of the boxes, and Magis is dealt with sjuush in the back line. Spamming through. Apex delivers the kill. Testis is rotated over. 2 versus 4 now. This is looking good for Vitality. ZywOo finds Testis, absolutely deletes him. cadiaN has to just save.
This was working on Inferno. Explosive pops out towards A. That's the difference maker. Catches Heroic off guard. Even if they try and smoke off the position, doesn't matter. Vitality are going to come through it. Kicking and screaming, fighting tooth and nail to get the bomb site. It's exactly what happens, and good work as well by Majiskin towards middle. Gets basically 2 kills because he softens them up for Apex. With it with the AK.
Oh, but cadiaN with PT50 fighting. Take them down. Oh, the collateral for cadiaN. That's nice damage, and he stays alive. Perfect.
I can't believe he stayed alive there. Doesn't look like it. You're right, ZywOo completely heard him, and it's just like, okay, cadiaN's going for this. He even hits the collateral. It's ridiculous. Heroic stay alive. Vitality up to 3, but it's now the last round of this first half. Another one of these first halves with a dominant CT display. Shades of overpass for Heroic. And they've established the lead that's a little bit too difficult to recover potentially for Vitality, especially with a missed window smoke.
Yeah, it's not ideal. sjuush was looking to exploit that. Has to be careful he doesn't get punished. He's been spotted. Drops the HE and falls back. Does good damage on dupreeh as well. Another follow-up. Yabi's in towards short as well. Holding for any bench boosts, but not coming through. dupreeh falling back. It's an aggressive setup from Heroic towards ramp as well. cadiaN with the AWP holding in close. sjuush holding Palace. sjuush. He's there towards jungle. They're moving back towards A. They're moving back to the setup.
I've seen this before. Vitality have seen this setup before. Aggressive in nature towards ramp. This time, though, it is an AWP. That's the difference. Can take a shot, fall away. Can bait in sjuush potentially. Looking to jiggle dupreeh. Shoulder baited. sjuush baited in as well, but Apex will trade out. cadiaN getting close with the 5-7. Even finds Apex. That's unexpected. Spinx through the smoke as well.
Kills go back
Now
and forth. Down. He's still here. ZywOo looking to fight him, and Magis does the job. Testis is rotate over. That flashbang almost does enough, but ZywOo does it. Now they can get this bomb down. Yabi has split a 1v3 to keep them in. It's bomb's not gone down yet. Yabi spotting them. The spray gets the first and the second. 1 versus 1 now for Yabi. Spinx collects the bomb. That hesitation from Vitality might just cost them. Taps the bomb. It's a fake. Yabi, he's already flanked through. Spinx is spotting CT clear though. 10 seconds left. Has to go for this plant. Yabi reveals himself with the spam. Almost finishes off Spinx. Looking for the shot, but Spinx with the jiggle hits it.
What a recovery. 4 vitality, 4 rounds gives them a lifeline, but will it be enough? We'll find out just after the break. Another strong CT-sided performance for Heroic really highlights how much of a struggle the attacking side has been on both sides of the coin here in this decider map of Mirage. It was 11 that Heroic brought forward, as now, as the sides swap, can Vitality make a recovery?
Could have been 12. Yabby, the 1 versus 3 at the end, almost pulled off. An extra bullet in that spray might have done it on Sphinx. Not to be though. So now Heroic go into this pistol with a 7-round lead. They're leaning towards B. There are 3 CTs over here. Yabby, he's in towards mid looking for the information. Magisk, he's made his way up. Has he spotted them on the cross? Either way, the utility coming through, that's going to alert him. He's tucked up here. This could be a danger position. They're going to jump out initially. He's still tucked in, but he spotted sjuush on the jump. How does he hit that? Yabby, he's found one in mid. cadiaN, another Apex is here, but he's dealt with. Yabby on a tear. Zywu, dualies, what are you going to do?
I'm in disbelief. How has sjuush jumped out the balcony and then had the presence of mind just to jump and then just clear Magisk as well? That's absurd. Heroic. Well, they really are leaving nothing to chance, are they? Clearing every single nook and cranny on this B bomb site, and Zywu just left alone. Literally can't do anything. Very unfortunate position for himself to be in. But Heroic, they're going to steal away the pistol. That's going to be round number 12. Good kill onto Stown on the way out. But that's it. That's the best he can come up with.
Yes, I would want to be watching on this CT side. Before he got that kill, he was tied bottom of the server. Not a position you ever see Zywoo in. But it was the same story on Overpass. It was a struggle. As soon as the side switched to CT side, got into his comfort zone. These CT sides from Heroic have been fantastic, setting them up for success, and then the pistol on top. All in their court now. Yabi putting on an incredible map as well. 20 for 5. He is on a tear.
Really stepping up. Right when it matters most. For anyone that's just joined us, the stakes on the line of this. Whoever wins this series will have an opportunity to play OG. The winner of that best of 3 will be the final legend spot for Group B here at the RMR Road to Rio. So, with that in mind, both of these teams, they're fighting for it. They want to skip that extra stage for sjuush. He gets rid of Spinks.
Ollie flashes like move forward right into Tessus. Magiska's here with the Deagle, but what can you do? Rotation coming over from Apex as well. Already got 2-man lead. Magisk forced off. Apex falls. Scout now in his hand, but he gets flashed off. cadiaN looking for the fight. Heroic, they want this legend spot and they are fighting for it. Magisk falls. Dupree, it's another Vitality player in a 1v5 save. Nothing can be done. An MP9 to take over. His teammates will have nothing in their pockets. 2k across the board with Heroic on 13.
Yeah, Heroic running riot. And this is exactly what we saw on Overpass, right? It was just a really good defense. They really just paved the way for the success of that T side. Once again, seeing it here. So impressed with Yabi across this entire series. Tessus as well has been so consistent. You take a look at the other end of things. Vitality. That Inferno game, whilst it was incredibly well fought, back and forth, sending us here to Mirage, no one has really carried over the same performance through.
Yeah, no one on Vitality hit double digits yet. Everyone on Heroic is, and Yabi is in the 20s. Really tell us the story of how Mirage is going. Vitality fought tooth and nail to take us here. Inferno was a double OT. Here, quite looking the case. Still an opportunity for Vitality though. This round might not be it, as mentioned. 2k across the board has to be saved over for the follow-up. So Dupree, he's got a lot of pressure on him. It's a good stack. 4 players over towards B, and it's short that Heroic are pushing up. They are going to be walking straight into it. Dupree, he's completely blind though. The MP9 drop, and just can't come up. Well, he actually gets one, but he's straight out immediately. Zywoo with the USP, what can you do? And yeah, Spinks all alone. It's going to be 14 for Heroic.
cadiaN might even find Spinks here, but again, this is what we were saying. Cast your minds back to Overpass. Cast your minds back to Inferno. The utility of Heroic. Making sure that not only is every player supported with another one for the trade space and to be pretty much sublime, but also you've now got the supporting cast of your flashes, of your smokes to obscure vision, really just isolate angles. And Vitality, where they've got the limited weaponry, can't contend with it. Now they can. They've got the full investment, and it needs to come into impact right here, right now.
Everyone on Heroic getting a kill that prior round. Sort of sums up this game. Good nade. Gabby brought down low. Magic using the flames to his advantage, but Gabby hits the shot. Of course he does. Spinks with the trade. Falling back with another. Decal to cadiaN too. That might be enough, and Zywoo's found sjuush. Finally, an advantage for Vitality. Tessus and cadiaN. Tessus looking for a response. He's creeping through mid. This is the gap, but there is a player in short holding him. Has to get past Dupree, but Dupree's worried. Apartments, that's where cadiaN's repositioning with the bomb. Apex starts to rotate over, but Tessus could catch him off guard if he keeps pushing. Dupree swings around. Good timing. Now cadiaN has the impossible. 1v3, at least the rotations have gone to B, so a bomb plant is on the cards if he goes for it straight away.
Oh, does smoke himself off. Molly in towards jungle, thinks better of it. Wants to put that down later on.
Oh,
Oh, sjuush just catches him off guard with the USP. No bomb plant for Heroic. And that was really well played by Vitality. They get a little bit aggressive. Spinks with a very important multi-kill to keep that round in their favor.
we get to see it again. Yabby gets the opener with Spinks on the fallback. And then sjuush here also to support sjuush. He jumped out through Palace, looking to try and punish Spinks. And sjuush was just in the perfect position to do the same. Heroic is still looking pretty good after that start. They've got everything out into this round. Tessus, though, he's removed by Magisk early. That was over towards ramp, flushed out by the incendiary, forced into the fight where he comes out behind. The response from Heroic is aggression in mid. sjuush already up onto the catwalk. He's continuing to press forward. Apex is going to get here the same time sjuush crosses. dupree's behind him. Going to go for the boost up. Do they make noise? sjuush, looks like he's heard it. Sideways found Yabby though. dupree, the sharp sjuush gonna swing around and double up. Huge multi-kill to find. Spinks is here trying to shut it all down. Not enough bullets for the third. But he's done enough. It's put sjuush into the 1v2.
On a nice edge, all of these rounds. Now sjuush needs to come up trumps. Needs to find the ace to put Heroic on series point. Gonna be difficult. Gonna reset back towards B. That's the correct call. Look at Vitality. They've moved off this bomb site.
It's open. Utility for sjuush to work with as well. We're just going to find ramp clear, but they're still not sure about Palace. So sjuush is going to rotate over. This is the gamble, and this is the gap that sjuush can exploit. Makes his way onto the site, not spotting anybody. Vitality are just setting up. They're waiting for the A play. So sjuush is going to get this bomb plant down. Juggling his utility. Bomb planted in the corner. sjuush starts to rotate. Magisk is going to be a long way away. Slight gap in that smoke he can use as well. With the AWP, this is doable. Boosting up into the apartments. They're coming through short. And he's holding for it. Has the read. Finds the first. Goes into a 1v1 and we're talking. Both going to come around. Hits the shot into sjuush. Spots the second as well. Posts up with the AWP. Spots the edge and gets the shot. sjuush with the ace takes Heroic to map at series point.
What a play clutch from sjuush. What a round to win. Just finds the gap over towards B. Vitality. They've been burned before by the constant just rotations from Heroic. And just when you think they can do it, they can gamble correctly, they don't. And sjuush has just enough HP to stay alive in the incendiary. It doesn't flush him back, and he finds the little tiny shoulder. What a round. Immediate trade. Spinks, he gets traded as well. Heroic on the verge of setting themselves up for that final best of 3 against OG.
Good openings to find. Spinks and sjuush removed. Magisk has Apex in support towards A. The utility starts to come through. Jungle smoke, connector. Apex pushing in front of them. They're deep smokes and Yabby's caught off Apex. Magisk standing tall though. sjuush once again. Can he do it twice? 1v2 finds that first. dupree coming through jungle. sjuush has time to work with. Repositions back in towards Palace. Waiting for it. dupree peeking up the stairs. Spots nobody. Patience from sjuush. Goes quiet. Starts to peek out. dupree caught off guard. sjuush back-to-back 1v2s. Heroic. They're going through to the OG game for that legend spot.
Unbelievable from sjuush. What a series, but what a couple of maps from Heroic on the either end of things. We'll break this one down in just a few moments.